Hi, my name's Ilma and welcome to my channel. I've been posting Christian blogs going 12 this February years, and today I'd like to share Genesis 21:15 to 21. Here's the Word of God. When the water in the skin was gone, she put the child under one of the bushes. Then she went and sat down opposite him a good way off, about the distance of a bowshot. For she said, "Let me not look on the death of the child." And as she sat opposite him, she lifted up her voice and wept. And God heard the voice of the boy, and the angel of God called Hagar from heaven and said to her, "What troubles you, Hagar? Fear not, for God has heard the voice of the boy where he is. Up, lift up the boy and hold him fast with your hand, for I will make him into a great nation." Then God opened her eyes, and she saw a well of water, and she went and filled the skin with water and gave the boy a drink. And God was with the boy, and he grew up. He lived in the wilderness and became an expert with the bow. He lived in the wilderness of Paran, and his mother took a wife for him from the land of Egypt. Genesis 21:15 to 21. And here's the poem I wrote inspired by those verses. God blesses Ishmael. As Hagar roamed the wilderness with her child, she was worried. They ran out of water supply, and she panicked and watched Ishmael. She didn't want to witness her own child die of hunger and thirst, so she placed him under one of the bushes and sat nearby. Hagar wept as she was filled with fear at their predicament. She called for help and pleaded heaven to save her beloved son. Then an angel of the Lord came and said, "God blesses Ishmael. He will make a great nation, for he is also one of Abraham's offspring." Here's my essay. What a helpless situation it was for Hagar to watch her son Ishmael wilt and die of thirst. She had no idea that God had a plan for Ishmael too, even though they were banished in the wilderness by Sarah and Abraham. I feel for Hagar, who was given as a surrogate for Sarah to bear children and later be sent away to die in the wilderness. It is amazing how we can be desperate when we do not know God's plan for our lives. Had she known the plan, she wouldn't have been so fearful and helpless. Reflection. Share a time in your life when you felt so desperate, but was blessed by God later. When my son was turning 15 or 16, and I raised him by myself, so when he was growing up, it was very scary for me to live my life on my own. And so I got so desperate and looked for love on the internet. And that was a very desperate move. But I think that God had a plan also for bringing me to Canada and meeting my first Canadian husband here, although that probably wasn't God's plan. So eventually I married my second husband here. And though I was still desperate because I couldn't find a job in Canada, and I was so angry. But later on, God used all this time for me to heal from my PTSD, and later on blessed me with finding the true church who knows how to serve the Lord. So that desperation became a blessing later on, because now I have shifted from all my idols about all the things that I can do, like being a painter, being a teacher, and now it is a servant of God that I am, using God's gift for writing and doing all these blogs so that the Word of God could be spread. Thanks for watching. I hope you check my website at ilmaarts.com for artworks, photographs, and a copy of this blog. Please subscribe to my channel on YouTube so I could make more videos and give you the Word of God. And if you haven't already, subscribe or check over 3,000 videos I've done in the last 11 years. You could just type on Google or YouTube search ILMA'S Poem Devotional. Have a wonderful day, and I hope that you're preparing for the 2024's blessings from God coming to your life. Thanks for watching.